we'll solve this question now, not based on h by 3, but for any height h, which means the vertical displacement that we consider here would be y equal to s. Oh, that would be a bit confusing. The vertical displacement would be s is equal to ut plus half at square, but the maximum vertical displacement is s equal to lambda h. What does that mean? When lambda is equal to 0, what is s equal to? Corresponding s is equal to 0, which means it is at ground. When lambda is equal to 1, s is equal to s is equal to 1 into h, which is equal to h, which means lambda is equal to 1 gives the topmost position or the top point. Does that make sense? What is lambda? And the value of lambda will be 0 less than or equal to lambda less than or equal to 1. Okay. Now, motion along A to C through B, motion along C to A through B. A to C through B, C to A through B. B is at a point such that it is at a height h by 3 from the ground, which is seen in the motion at two different times, t1 and t2. Now we have already derived that the maximum height h is equal to u square by 2g, and that the vertical displacement s is assumed here to be a multiple of lambda times h. Plugging these two into the equation here, which is v square is equal to u square plus 2as, where a is minus g. What is s? S is lambda h. What is h? H is u square by 2g. So what we get here is v square is equal to u square minus 2g into lambda. H is u square by 2g. 2 by 2 is 1. G by g is 1. So what we have is v square is equal to u square minus lambda u square, right? U square minus lambda u square. Taking u square as common, what we get is u square into 1 minus lambda, u square into 1 minus lambda. Okay? This gives us two velocities. Why? So if v square is equal to u square into 1 minus lambda, what we get is v is either plus u into 1 minus lambda, which is the velocity as going upwards, and we get v is equal to minus u into 1 minus lambda, which is velocity that is coming downwards. Or in other words, this is velocity at time t to reach B from A, and this is velocity at time to reach B coming down from C. Going upwards, coming downwards. Okay? Now, if velocity upward is v is equal to plus u into 1 minus lambda, what is v is equal to? U plus at. What is v at t1 is equal to? U plus a into t1. What is a? Minus g. What is v at t1? Is u into 1 minus lambda. Is u into 1 minus lambda. Made a small mistake here, sorry. So this would actually have u into 1 minus lambda minus u the whole by g is equal to the whole by minus g is equal to t1 while going upwards, and we have u into 1 plus root of 1 minus lambda minus u the whole by g while coming downwards. So we found out the expression for two time instances, t1 and t2. which corresponds to the same height h by 3 from ground for any fraction of height lambda h. Hope that makes sense. Okay, now let's move on to the next question, the one with the ball being juggled, with the number of balls being juggled.